we're gonna have a little tea session. We're gonna have a tea here or a drink of your choice.
Si quieres. Oh, my bad. You don't know Spanish. If you want.
Basically, the social media, from my perspective as a youth and Filipino, is that social media unintentionally affects us in many ways, such as it shortens our attention span. It takes up too much of our time. It misleads information, specifically bad information. It's just nowadays the social media is just not that sincere. Growing up, I believe that social media is bad and not good for me, so I wasn't really that obsessed with social media. So technically, I am partially right, but I'm also wrong because, first of all, the concept of social media is that it is a platform, or who controls the social media? Well, obviously, us people. It's because we think that social media is bad for us. The idea is that the social media is not the problem, but it's how we use it. So, with social media affecting us negatively, it's just that the internet can just be really hateful. It makes us prone to compare ourselves to other successful people, especially at our own age year. We're almost as it seems that everyone your age is like getting cars, buying their own houses, and yet here we are, getting our degree. And I think that exposing ourselves to conflict all the time makes us also into unhappy and unfulfilled people. To summarize with what I just said is that social media for me should just be a platform, a space for us people to communicate and entertain ourselves, where social media was just games and not a business and a lifestyle. You get what I mean? How crucial is social media to us youth? Even in the first place, social media should not be seen as a platform to find comfort for, especially like common for teenagers, for to post on their dump accounts of their personal fights and what they can talk about that. They would share words or quotes against the other person. It should not be seen as a platform to share misinformation and stuff like that. But with the proper use of social media, the key to it of using social media is that it should be balanced, that every youth should be aware of where and how to find educational videos, PDFs, and books for their school. I think they should use the social media to change. With social media, with us always exposed to social media, where it always seems as perfect, balanced life, but that's social media. Everything is just a visual representation of how how a person express themselves. And I think you should always remember that you should not compare your life, but rather understand on how they achieve that lifestyle. Well, the things that appear on my algorithm was that it really is up to you on what you're interested in and what topics you want to learn. For example, my algorithm from my social media these days was digital marketing, how to do digital marketing, and anything that is related to self-improvement on education, mental health, appearance, mindset, confidence, school. Even they're also sharing some PDFs or sites that you can learn stuff. A lot of educating videos that is appearing on my algorithm. So the first step to improve the current state of social media is by what I mean is that when you're curious about something, you search it up on social media, right? And as you keep searching and watching videos related to the search, to the what you research for, how to study effectively in short time. So there will appear a bunch of videos, helpful videos, especially on Instagram. So yeah. But what I mean is that with this mindset that you have, with this curiosity that you have, we're gonna give another example of how we use social media to our potential is that, of course, I was exposed to the internet at a young age. The basic concept of social media of young me is that sharing funny images, communicating with friends, playing games, watching videos, that's it. And then I grew up same old, sharing funny content, playing games, communicating with friends. But the difference is that my taste now, my content pages are exercises that will benefit me in the long run, small habits that will be worth it in the long run. And notice how these videos are beneficial to me without harming to others or having a negative outcome. And it differs from people of how they use social media and what they associated with. So keep that in mind. So if you associated with not so good personalities or practices in social media, then you're most likely gonna be like that. So this will be the last step, or my last advice for you on how to improve the current state of social media is that search how to quote your current state, or especially TED Talks. TED Talks are very, very educational and helpful, but considering on mental health issues and problems like that, I think you should consider Psych2Go, because I had a talk with my senior high friend. She was on a different school and I visited her last week. And the fact that I was talking about my experiences during the last few weeks, and she just plain out told me that, girl, that's a burnout. And I wasn't even aware that I was doing a burnout or symptoms of burnout. I thought I was just lost at that time. But yeah, it has other meanings. So thank you, Athena, for that advice. So the basic concept of burnout was you're gonna do nothing for a week, and then just the night before the deadline or the morning of the deadline even, you're gonna do everything at once. So you're not gonna sleep, you're not gonna eat. So yeah. Also, a little dog appreciation. That's my dog.
My doggy, Jordan. Hello. Say hi. And this is my other dog, Jake. Hello. Jake, Say hi.
Basically, do not know the difference of using social media as a platform, as an educational platform that will benefit you to unlock your full potential, and know the difference of social media as a platform